The Super Bowl champion Eagles and head coach Nick Sirianni have agreed to a multi-year extension announced by the team today. 4 seasons with the Eagles. He's 48-20. Those 48 wins being the second most regular season victories recorded by a head coach in their first 4 seasons all time. Let's bring in our NFL insider, Jonathan Jones. JJ, what more can you tell us with this extension between the Eagles and Nick Sirianni?
Yeah, a long time coming, but I mean, let's first of all go back, right? Because in his second year, they make it to the Super Bowl. A fantastic collection of talent, so much credit due to General Manager Harry Roseman and that front office there. But it's about how you can build off that. If they could make it to another Super Bowl after losing the one out in Glendale, Arizona to the Kansas City Chiefs. Very, very disappointing 2023. And there was a huge black cloud over Nick Sirianni in 2024. Let's not forget, Bill Belichick, he was taking his gap year. There was a lot of talk about who the next head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles could potentially be. And then they go 14-3. And that's a really great record, but you still don't get the first round bye. And so they had to rattle off 4 straight wins, convincingly win the Super Bowl. And really, at about halftime into the third quarter of that game, Nick Sirianni went ahead and locked up his contract extension, details of which have not yet been made public. Rarely do coaching contracts come out like that, but we could probably estimate industry standard would put him somewhere in the high teens. I doubt it gets to 20. Maybe it does, but high teens for someone in 4 years, has gone to 2 Super Bowls, has won 1, and will continue. Of course, the Eagles hope and expect to have that sort of success that they have enjoyed over these last 4 years.
Look, he's done a fantastic job, and when you do a job like Nick Sirianni's done, you get poached. From Harry Roseman, those assistants get poached. Jalen Hurts has to deal with yet another coordinator here. Kellen Moore's got a new job. What more can you tell us about the changes there on that side of things?
Yeah, so this is yet another offensive coordinator for Jalen Hurts, who seems like, I think almost for a whole decade, he's never gone consecutive years without a new offensive coordinator. We see right there, my goodness, that's hard on anyone. I will say this, though, on Kevin Patullo, who has been with the Eagles since Nick Sirianni got there in 2021. And talking with folks with Philadelphia, they say, yeah, you can flash this graphic, and yes, it is true, he is a different play caller in the ear of Jalen Hurts. Those are facts. However, when you understand context and nuance, you recognize that Kevin Patullo has been around Jalen Hurts almost the entirety of his NFL career. He has spoken to Jalen Hurts perhaps as much as any other coach not named Nick Sirianni over the last 5 years. They have schemed things up together. He was the pass game coordinator, so he understands all the passing concepts that Jalen Hurts likes, passing game concepts that Jalen Hurts doesn't like, that he doesn't succeed at. And so all of that is incredibly crucial, along with the fact that they still have Jeff Stoutland, one of the best offensive line coaches in the NFL, who's also the run game coordinator, along with the fact that they have all-pro talent at multiple positions at receiver, along with the fact that they have the best running back in the game in Saquon Barkley, along with the fact that they have one of the highest paid coaches in the NFL, and they are the reigning Super Bowl champs. Not a lot of worry in Philly, Tommy.
What's the latest on the tush push this week?
Yeah, so the NFL team owners can potentially vote on a proposal that would ultimately ban the tush push. Green Bay's proposal has been on the table since March. It ultimately got tabled, one of those kind of funny English words that mean 2 different things. And what I could see here, Tommy, is ultimately the language being changed. It's not good language, what the Green Bay proposal is. You can take it a lot of different ways. I do believe it is possible that a rule will be enacted that will prohibit, ban pushing and pulling of ball carriers anywhere on the football field. That used to be the rule back until the mid-2000s. That rule changed. It was difficult for referees to officiate that all the way down the field. That rule could come back, and then that would effectively ban the tush push. But again, we'll see if there can be the requisite 24 votes out of the 32 teams and team owners. We'll know that maybe Tuesday night, but likely by Wednesday afternoon, whether we're going to have the tush push in the NFL in 2025.
And we know you're going to be on top of all of that. Jonathan Jones with the very latest here on HQ. A reminder to check out HQ 24/7 Sports, all free. By the way, one last note on Jalen Hurts. Officially hadn't had the same play caller since he left Channel View High School in Texas.